Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Grohlvana. Today I'm going to be talking about the theory that BioShock Infinite has a little bit more than meets the eye in terms of its dealings with Rapture and BioShock 1, the original BioShock, and I guess even by extension BioShock 2. So for those of you that's played BioShock 1, the original, you might remember the stipulation that as Rapture was on lockdown, the only person that could use the bathyspheres was Andrew Ryan, and you as Jack could somehow use them as well, and then you find out you had some of his DNA or you were cloned from him or whatever. So here you can see, attention, all bathysphere travel is now denied. So by that logic and using BioShock 1, the original's rules, you should not be able to activate these bathyspheres, right? Well, as you know, if you've completed BioShock Infinite, you do activate the bathysphere and it does bring you to the surface. Now, how would you be able to use a bathysphere unless Booker DeWitt / Comstock or whatever shared some of Jack or Andrew Ryan's DNA? So this leads a lot of people to tie BioShock Infinite with BioShock. And it's not just that. Take a good look at Elizabeth's dress, and I'll show it later as well. It's very, very, very reminiscent. There it is right there. It's very reminiscent of a little sister's garb, and that's just another little stipulation. I don't really know if that has much to do with anything or if that's just a coincidence, but you can't deny that it's kind of odd that Booker DeWitt is able to use a bathysphere when the only people that could use it was people that had Andrew Ryan's DNA, or they were a clone of them, or whatever you want to call it, or Andrew Ryan himself. Now you might say, well, this is like, this is a story about time and manipulation and tears and all that sort of stuff, so it doesn't go with the rules of that game. Well, that's not true. Elizabeth only has the power to look into alternate dimensions. All the rules and of the physics and everything like that still apply. So it's hard to tell, was it an oversight by Irrational? Did they just not think anyone would notice? Did they just decide to override it? It's hard to tell. Only really the developers know for sure. But what remains to be seen is does this have anything to do with each other? Does BioShock Infinite have anything to do with BioShock, the original? Because, the line that Elizabeth says, there's always a man, there's always a city. Obviously, Columbia and Rapture are very similar. Jack is very similar to Booker DeWitt, and add in the fact that Booker DeWitt is able to activate the bathysphere. Something seems up. So I don't know, it's hard to say, and I want to hear your guys' opinions on this, so go ahead and leave a comment on what you think, and I'm going to get on the discussion as well. I think it's really, really, really interesting, and I thought, originally that they were going to tie in Rapture in a big way into BioShock Infinite, but maybe this is somewhere in the sidelines. Who knows? So yeah, those are my thoughts about it. Just what's flying around the interwebs these days. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and have a great day.
Not stars. They're doors.
Doors to
everywhere.